What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with another prediction video to get those 10s and 20 views. Last week I went 12 and 4. Not bad, not bad. Little roller coaster week. I did pick the Bears to upset the Lions. No. What was my other thing? I think I said Cleveland. No, New Orleans. First go. Missed that one. So yeah, not bad week, not bad week. That brings my season total to 22 and 10. Doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. Actually, I might keep track of what I did. I went 10 and 6. Week 2, I went 12 and 4. I'm just keeping track of like the grand total week by week. So yeah, 22 and 10, not bad. Well above average. And we're going to hopefully keep things going with tonight's game, which I will be streaming here live on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I need to be more proactive on Twitch when it comes to my gaming content and also uploading said gaming content. But yeah, live on Kick and Twitch, just saying. Either or. Yeah, Buff is the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. It's 11-point spread. It is not our most expensive game of the week. I'm going Bills. Bills look consistent. Miami has not proven nothing yet, therefore, it is what it is. Next up is the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland has not played well. I'm shocked that it's only a 7.5-point spread. I'm going Packers. Packers looks to have like the best defense right now going in football, and their offense hasn't really picked up yet, so that's going to be terrifying when they finally do pick it up. Next up is the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. Colts. Danny Dimes in the Daniel Jones. Sorry, I'm butchering that one. Cam Ward has looked not terrible. Cam Ward has showed flashes. Cam Ward has done some good things. I'm still going Titans. I still think, not Titans, I'm going Colts. Just to kind of, Tennessee hasn't shown that. Their offense is still not there enough with their QBs. Therefore, going Colts, 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 Colts. Next up is the cursed game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Both with backups. Both with no offensive line. Minnesota is a 3-point favorite. I would take those points, and I'm going Cincinnati. I think the overall weapons are the better part for Cincinnati. Next up is a good, bad matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New England Patriots. Pats showed sign of life on the offense last week. I know they lost, but they did not look god awful. They lost. They won last week. They beat Miami, 33-27. Signs of life, yay! I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. I'm going with the old man in one last showdown versus the young gun. If Pittsburgh has some form of defense, they'll win. So Pittsburgh. Next up, and possibly game of the day. Like, not a lot of games will hit this. One other game will hit this level, and it is the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. This is our most expensive game of the day. Tickets is low as $201. 3.5 points. Good spread. Eagles got the spread. I'm also going LA here. Eagles are playing good, but they're also kind of getting a tiny bit lucky. So it's one of those things where, can that luck hold out? Rams are playing good. They have the offense. not as much on defense, so I think it should be a really good game. High scoring, too. I don't think defense is going to be here, though. Next up, the New York Jets taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who did I go with here? Oh, yeah, Tampa. Tampa playing good football. Consistent, good football. The Jets, little too inconsistent at this time. So, Tampa. Next up, the unknown game. The Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, I gave you your full name. I don't know why. I don't think you won. Nope, you look bad. Oh, you're back to Oakland. Oakland, you put up 9 points. Oakland Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders. Washington. They're only favored by 3.5 points. They're winning by 10 easily. Winning by 10 easily. Skip Carolina. Always save them for last. Then we got the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. This could be a good game. Jacksonville has looked good at times. They have looked bad at times. Houston has looked good at times. They have looked bad at times. I'm going Houston. I have a little more faith in C.J. Stroud and that team versus Trevor Lawrence. And that's saying something because Trevor Lawrence has been leaked for 5 years. Next up is the Houston Jacksonville game is the cheapest game of the week. It's at $32. Tickets as low as $32. Okay, now moving on. Moving on to the other really good game of this day. It is the Denver Broncos taking on the San Diego Chargers. San Diego Chargers. You haven't got your name back yet. I think this is a great early measuring stick game for these two teams. Denver had a heartbreak loss on a penalty last week. That is the right call. It is the right call. The Chargers, what the Chargers do? Did they charger it up? No, they whooped the Raiders. So yeah, they looked great in 2 games. Denver has looked good in 2 games. So I think it's a good measuring stick. I am actually going Denver. I know it's in LA, but I don't really see that as a home field advantage. So, next up, we've got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I am going Seahawks. New Orleans didn't play bad last week, but I need consistency. Seattle also isn't really consistent. This was literally, I'm taking the home team. Yeah, they know they beat up on Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh doesn't have a defense, so it should be a good game. Next up is the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Cowboys playing to the level of their opponents, potentially. You know, like, hey, we almost beat the Eagles if CeeDee Lamb could catch. We almost lost to the Giants. What the hell? So yeah, this should be an interesting game. I have no faith in Caleb Williams. I think Dak is that Tony Romo, Eli Manning. You're happy he's your quarterback, but because you see how bad it can get. But at the same time, you can see how good it can get if you somehow get a quarterback. But I'm going to Cowboys. Next up is the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going Niners. Arizona could not hold a lead against Carolina late. So that's why. And I like the Niners defense a little bit better. And then the Sunday night game, which I will be streaming, is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New York Giants. Casey, the Giants could pull an upset here. Would not be shocked by that. But yeah, I'm going KC. And the Monday night game, the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Some could see this as a Super Bowl preview. The way the Lions are playing, I don't think so. Baltimore's bad luck? I don't think so. But Baltimore is 2-0. They're 1-2. 1-2. They lost week 1. I am going Baltimore. They have shown the consistency. Alright, last and not the cheapest by $11 is the Atlanta Falcons taking on my beloved Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I put the sweatshirt back on. I am going Arizona. Penix has looked like a legit quarterback. They have struggled at times, Atlanta. And they lose last week. No, they won last week. They crushed Minnesota. So it's like, is Minnesota's offense better than Carolina's? Weapons, maybe. Quarterback, I don't know. Offensive line, no. So, but yeah, I have no faith in our defense right now. I hate the 3-4 scheme. I definitely think we need to switch back to a 4-3. I think our defense has the potential of being good if we play that way. You know, maybe move Horn as a ball hawk free safety. And Bryce Young really needs to limit the turnovers. You know, he kind of puts us behind the 8 ball early in the past, first 2 weeks of the season. So he kind of has to get away from Hubbard, who is one of our biggest strengths in offense. But that is it. That's really all I have for you. And I'll see you weird people hopefully tonight. Later.